Okay. How long has Stephanie been in the business? Just a couple of days, right? Since the 25th. Welcome to the team, dear. All right. My name is Desiree Howard. I am a triple diamond. My enroller is Rachel Wiggum. She's our presidential diamond, also the starter, founder of the money team. What do you call that? The creator of the money team. You guys are all officially members of the money team under different branches. And so when I ask you who is your enroller is the person who brought you into this business, and everybody has a diamond leader. The diamond leader is the diamond directly above you. So that's how that goes. So what I wanted to start with today is kind of the beginning. I'm going to do a screen share with you guys so that you can see my game plan checklist, and then you guys can kind of follow along from there. So give me 1 second to switch over. Okay, so here's the game plan checklist. If you have never seen this, then this will be your first time. If you have, it'll be a quick refresher. I don't believe in reading everything to you that you can read on your own, but I do want to point out some of the highlights that'll help to really get you started. So if you have something like this, I want you to either take out your game plan checklist now or just write it on a piece of paper somewhere that you're going to keep up with it. This little notebook follows me everywhere I go. So you'll write out your name, your enrollment date. This is important because your enrollment date, a year from now, you'll renew your account, so your account will cancel. Also, you want to know your anniversary. It's really cool when you see yourself made it to your 6 month, your 1 year. I'm going on 3 years in April. So it's nice to know your enrollment date. But the nitty gritty is within your first 30 days, you want to get your first 4 loyal customers. That's how we unlock our entire compensation plan. Now, the way we do this, when you get 2 loyal customers, that unlocks your chance for a fast start bonus. So write out any notes. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and write them down. I will do a Q&A session at the end. Fast start bonuses, what that means, every time after you get your 2 loyal customers, every time you enroll a distributor and you help them get their 2 loyal customers, you're going to get a $99 fast start that week. Now, you as the distributor, when you get your 2 loyal customers, you are now eligible to receive that $99 fast start every time you bring in a distributor. So as the upline, it's very important to make sure you help your distributor get their fast start. And then as the downline, it's very important that you make sure you get your 2 loyal customers to open up that compensation part for yourself. The second part of our loyal customers, when you get 2 loyal customers, you get what we call a wrap reward. And that's where you're going to receive a $25 box of wraps. So instead of paying the $59, you'll get your box of wraps for $25. So immediately we want to set up your launch party. If you're like me, the word party probably kind of scares you. If you're like some of our blues on the call, you're like, party? What time is it? So with your party, you can do it face-to-face or you can do it on Facebook. What you'll do is you'll set an event. You'll go through, you'll message a couple of your friends, get them to come to your event, and then we'll go live right in your event and have a party using your party pad, which I thought I had one near me, but you use your party pad to do your party, and you'll flip right through. In your eSuite documents, you'll see notes. Those notes you can cut out and print them directly into your party pad. It's going to tell you how to explain your product, how your products work, what you should say, when you should say it, how you should say it. It walks you directly through how to do your first party. So you can have an upline or a leader come to your party and launch for you, which we do all the time, one team, one mission, or you could just literally go in and do it yourself. So the next thing you'll do, write out your distributor ID. This is also something that you'll want to know because this is how you log into your website. So this distributor ID is also your login ID. Your website name, my website name is faithwithworks.itworks.com. If you haven't learned already, you cannot type that website link into Facebook or Instagram. But I have had people asking me for my website today. And so what I've done is faithwithworks.itworks.space.com. So it's not a hyperlink, but you can type it in and you can send it to them and then they'll have to type it in themselves. But whenever you do that, you tell them, make sure you see my picture in the top right corner so you can receive your 40% off discount. That way you'll be sure that they don't log into anybody else's account or they don't get lost anywhere. If this does happen to you where you have a loyal customer go to your website and they try to log in, but yet they get sent somewhere else, immediately call your diamond, your double diamond, or your triple diamond leader so we can get on that phone with customer service and get your customer sent back to you immediately, within 24 hours. Sponsors name and number. Write down here the person who enrolled you into this business and their phone number. Because they brought you into this business, they have to help you. Period. They have to help you. So don't feel bad asking them for questions, asking them for help. That is the part of the game. That's why we bring in distributors. We don't bring them in and just make money and never see them again. So make sure the person who brought you in, write down their number. At this moment, I want you guys all to write down my name. It says Kiana Brown, but that's my sister. My name is Desiree Howard. Write down my phone number, 618-792-2646. If somebody wants to drop that in the chat for me, I would appreciate it. As your triple diamond leader, you're always welcome to reach out to me if you have any questions or you need help with anything. If I can help you, I will. I'll direct you to your diamond leader, and I'll also get in contact with your diamond leader to make sure that they're aware that, hey, this person is reaching out for help. They want to do this. Let's really help them get going in their business. So here are your service numbers. You'll need customer service for the following instances. Say, for instance, you have a loyal customer who you want to enter, but they have a different billing and shipping address. If you enter them with the same shipping address, but their billing and shipping is different, it's going to decline their order, and they're going to have a pending mark on their account. So our first question that we always want to ask is your billing and shipping the same? If they're not, what you can do is enter them with the same billing address. Then you can log in immediately into their account and change their shipping address to the shipping address that you want it to go to. That's if it's after customer service hours. If you're in the position where you need to call in customer service with them on the phone, customer service will enter in their billing address separately and their shipping address separately, and your customer will be taken care of. So do not process an order without asking if their billing and shipping address are the same. So here are your two customer service nines. We always call customer service for our loyal customers. We want to make it as easy on them as possible, and we want to pride ourselves on having some. Let me mute. Hold on. Make sure everyone is muted. Okay. We want to pride ourselves on having really good customer service. So if your loyal customer needs something, you call customer service. You can three-way them in. You're the one that sits on the hold. You do everything to take care of your customer. Okay. So a few things I want to talk about is your why. And these notes will be in the PowerPoint the email that I send everybody. So because you wrote down my number, now what I need you to do is text me your name and your email address. That's how you're going to get the notes from tonight. So text me your name and your email address, and I will send you over all the notes from tonight. So we're going to get into action with your why. It's very important. This right here, your why is going to make or break your business. The why is the reason why you started. It's the reason why you're going to keep going. It's the reason that's going to get you to push when you don't feel like pushing. So what I want you to think about right now is, what is your why? Why is this important to you? Write down these things. Why is your why important to you? And how do you see this why changing your life? So your why, in the beginning, your why might be money, but it can't be to just chase a dollar. It has to be about what that money can do for you. So if you need money for daycare, for private school, for a new car, to pay your mortgage, it has to be deeper than just making money. 2, how will this why affect your family? And how will it help you reach your long-term goals? 3, if you don't achieve your why, what pain will you experience? How will that affect you? Okay? So that's your why. And when writing that out, you want to really take your time, focus on it, and make sure it makes sense to you and that it pushes you. So now my why, for me to do this business, I am a full-time, it works distributor. I don't have any other job, any other source of income. I do coach track and field now. I've been doing that for a couple of weeks, but this is what I do. And so for me, my why is to continue to be a stay-at-home mom. And so if I don't feel like doing the business that day, then I always think, well, then you're going to go back to work. Or if I don't feel like making that call, your daughter's going to go to daycare. If I don't feel like getting up out of the bed because I want to sleep in, well, then you're going to be at a 9 to 5. And so you have to have that why etched in your brain. Like, what is pushing you to do this? When I first started and I had a job, it was to pay student loans. And so if you don't make that call, then Who's going to pay those loans for you? Okay. So as a new distributor, some of the key things that you want to do right away. You want to log into your eSuite and fill out your tax form. Look around your site, get comfortable. Let's see if I can actually pull up my website. Can you guys still see this? So this is how you'll log in. You'll go here. Now that distributor ID number that I gave you, that goes here. Password goes here. So you'll want to write that down because we do not have your passwords. If you forget your password, which I guess I did, we don't have it and we can't help you get into it. Hopefully I just typed that wrong. Okay, so this is what I want to direct you to. This is your training. As a new distributor, this right here is your manual to get you started. You have your game plan checklist, which I simply found in the eSuite. In the Money Team. Someone says they can't hear me. Are you guys able to hear me? If not, make sure everything is unplugged, your headphones aren't plugged into your computer, turn your computer all the way up and make sure your audio is on. So when you go into your website, log into your It Works You, this is going to talk about completing your steps to success. As a newbie, you're in charge of 4 loyal customers per month and 3 distributors. That's your goal. That is how you become successful throughout this company. 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors. And so it kind of goes through that here, and it mentions your steps to success. So you have your step 1, you join the party. Step 2, you get your wrap reward. So that's every time you get your 2 customers, you get a wrap reward. Step 3, you go Ruby. I did pull out a Ruby chart here so you guys can see what that looks like. And so these are your 3 distributors. What's important to look at when you chart? Each chart has a name in it or a value. So if it says executive here, then that person doesn't need 400 in volume. If it says 400 underneath them, they need 400. If it doesn't say a number, then all they need to do is be commission qualified and they'll count. Okay, so we can go over this in more detail. That's more of a one-to-one thing, but just a generalized issue with It Works. Once you figure out how to do this right here, 5 people, you now know how to go to the top level in our company, because all you're going to do is get yourself to this level, and then you're going to help other people do exactly what you did to get to this level. See what so I'm gonna let you guys go through this, but you just want to pull that up. Okay, so back to the game plan checklist. The steps to success, you can print it out. I know right now they kind of have like the March pad and different various things like that, but what you can do is just write down 1, 2, 3, 4 on a piece of paper, draw lines next to it. 1, 2, 3, draw lines next to it, and write in your customer when you get that customer. And then when you complete your steps to success, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get entered into a different raffle to win cash money that month, or you just completed your steps and you've grown your volume to the next level. Okay, this right here is very important. If you have a smartphone, you want to go to apps.itworks.com and download the 4 different applications that are there. Sorry. Download the 4 different applications that are there. The most important thing that you want to download is your Wired app. The Wired app is going to tell you how long you have to get your bonuses. Now, the way the bonuses are set up, the average person takes 6 months to hit the diamond level. The diamond chart, how come I can't see myself? Right. The diamond chart looks like this. It has 24 names on it. But if you break it down, there's only 3 rubies on the diamond chart. So if you can help 3 people go ruby, you can go diamond in 6 months. And that's actually a really long time. So if you can go in 3 months and sometimes 4 months, depending on when you signed, you'll get your $10,000 bonus. Now, if right now you're thinking there's no way I can get that $10,000 bonus, please take that out of your head. Because I was thinking that, and until I changed my mind, I didn't go diamond. And I went diamond in April of 2015, and I did get a $10,000 bonus. And then my husband went diamond in March of 2016 and got a $20,000 bonus. So right now, I just kind of want to take it off the table. You can't say you don't know anybody in this business who's done it, because we did, and it's very possible. All you have to do is help 3 people go Ruby. Okay, so download that Wired app, have that in your phone, and check it every day. The next thing, 4 loyal customers before your kid arrives. If you have sent me your name, your email, you're going to get some scripts. What these scripts are is they're going to go over the different products, how they work, and how to put them together so to help people get the best results. So you have people right now who may be like, yeah, I want to lose 20 pounds. Well, we don't want to recommend wraps for somebody who wants to lose 20 pounds. We want to hit them with our metabolic burn or with our core nutrition if they're nursing. There's a lot of different products that when you pair them the right way with a little bit of exercise, people will get results and they'll get them fast. And so you're going to receive those things so that if you have somebody who tells you, I have acne and I want to get rid of it, you're going to know what the product is, how it works, and how to explain that to that person until you get the product yourself and you can try it out, and then you can tell them your own personal results. So 4 loyal customers before your kid arrives. Now, a lot of people are like, well, how do I get a customer before my kid arrives if I've never tried the product? You start off with I'm so anxious to be in this business. I've seen so many great testimonials, and I want to share them with you. And so then you can just tell people immediately, people see results very fast with our greens and our hair, skin, and nails, and obviously our wrap. So when you start off, you can send them, hey, I need 4 product models for my hair, skin, and nails. And you can show them before and after pictures of different people that you've seen. There are a lot of hair, skin, and nail results out there because the product works so fast and it works so well. And you can send that to them and you can get your 4. You also can reach out to, right now, the lights in your house go out, tire blows on the side of the road. Who are you going to call to help you? That's the person you call and you say, I'm so excited. I just started a new business. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I need your support. I got 4 people that I need to get in the first 2 weeks. Will you support me by being my loyal customer? Then they're going to say, well, what's a loyal customer? Loyal customer, listen closely, is somebody, look, let me go big screen so I can see y'all, okay? Loyal customer is somebody who tries my product for 90 days. It does not have to be the same product. All you have to do is order anything from my website for 3 months. If you do that, every time you order, you're going to receive my 40% discount. At 6 months, you're going to receive a $50 credit. At 12 months, you're going to receive a $150 credit. Before those 6 and 12 month marks, you're going to receive 10% of any order that you make, credited back to your account, and you can use those as discounts as you stay my loyal customer. Their next question is, well, do I have to keep my auto ship on? No, you do not. After you do 2 auto ships, you can turn that auto ship off, or you can log in each month and change the date that you want your product to run. So you will receive a website. You log into your website. Say, for instance, your product is supposed to come out March 2nd and then again April 2nd. But April 2nd is your baby's first birthday party, and you know you don't want to spend that money right then. So you'll log in and you'll move that date to April 15th. It's totally up to you. So if you explain your loyal customer right, what you're showing them is the loyal customer program works well for them, it's discounted for them, and it's very flexible. If you can show them those 3 things, you won't have a problem getting people to be your customer. They can order 5 products the first month, 2 products the second month, 1 product the third month. It doesn't matter. They just need to make 3 orders. Okay. Next, we went over your U training in 5 days. So if you haven't done that, as soon as this is over, get on your U training. Set up your launch party date and let your enroller know when you're going to launch, and your enroller should let their diamond know when you're going to launch, so that we can support you by either being there physically or doing a Zoom just like this. I have had people do launch parties, plug in the Zoom to their computer or TV, and here I am like, hey guys, it's Desiree, and I tell my story just like that. So there's a lot of ways that you can use the internet to build your business. All you have to do is set it and get people there. If you're in a place where you don't have anybody who will come to your launch party right away, I think I explained to go ahead and we'll set up your Facebook party. So it's a matter of just sending out invites on Facebook, inviting them over, and doing the party. Tell everybody you know that you sell this crazy wrap thing. Right now, you want to go ahead and just welcome yourself into the craze. You are officially a crazy rap girl. What that means is you use a product, you get results, and you get paid to share those results with people and refer them to your website. So you are your own store, you're your own marketing, you are your product. So for me, Fat Fighters, when I tell people about Fat Fighters, I don't say, well, Fat Fighters has green tea leaf extract and it has melons and leaves. What I say is, I take this after I eat, it blocks carbs, it blocks fats, and I don't gain weight. So when I talk about my hair, skin, and nails, I don't say, well, it's got vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin A. I say I take 2 pills right before I go to bed, and my hair is longer than it's ever been before. You got to try it. So we are product marketers, okay? You're not scientists. You didn't go to school for this. Try the products. You'll be fine. They're plant-based. I was just reading today about Panera Bread. The things that you guys are eating in restaurants, you might want to check those harder than you're checking plant-based, naturalized products that we have, okay? So ask your friends and family to support you. There's pictures that you can use in the money team. You can grab pictures from your diamond leader. 9 times out of 10, they have great results or they would not be a diamond and they can share them with you, or you can get them from Pinterest. All right, 2 books that you want to order. The first book I read was GoPro. It took me like a day and a half, maybe. Basically, I read it on a flight to Dallas and a flight back from Dallas. I had read the GoPro book. It's a very short, easy read, and it helps you to start putting your mind in that of a network marketing professional. But this book right here will be the reason why I go presidential diamond. This book right here. Get Over Your Damn Self. I'm Not Cursing. That's the name of the book by Romy Newstadt. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This lady breaks down everything you need to know as a network marketer. She's going to tell you what to say it, how to rebuttal, how to lead, how to get your unsupportive spouse to support you, how to sell your products, how to market your products. She is so on point that right now, wherever you are in this business, you have no idea where you can go until you read this book. So if you've got a Kindle or an iPad, download it, put it in your book. It took me 5 hours to read this book. And I have a 9-month-old child. So you know that that was a feat. 5 hours, okay? If you know somebody who has it, borrow their book, read it as fast as you can, take notes, and it's going to change not only the way you see life, but the way you see your business. You'll want to subscribe to Rachel's YouTube page. You'll also want to subscribe to my YouTube page. I don't know if your diamond leader has one yet, but that's a simple question that you can ask them. But little videos like this and trainings that I do, I'll upload right to my YouTube. So if you miss them, if you can't get on for whatever reason, you can find the recording there. A couple of pages that you'll want to stay active in. I know everybody's not that big of a talker, but you'll want to at least keep up. The money team page, that's where the files are. Your diamond leader, you're going to work your diamond leader, okay? Your diamond leader will be able to kind of point you to where you need to get things from. We don't want to hold your hand and hinder you to the point where you can't do anything, because what if your diamond leader quits? They would be crazy. But what if they back out? Then you don't know how to run your business. So, if you ask for something, we're going to show you where to find it and help you to be self-sufficient as fast as you can. That way you can help your team and your team keeps growing. So in the money team, you have all your files, your steps to success, your charts. I know a lot of people are like, where did you find these things? They're all there, as well as there'll be little links that I'll be emailing out to you guys. So as long as I have your email, you're good. Also, there is the brand ambassador group. That is, if I have any stay-at-home moms, anybody who takes a lunch break in the middle of the day, or if you're just sitting at your desk and you can throw some headphones into your ear, do so. We welcome everybody. Mondays at 1 p.m., we get on Zoom. We work for 1 hour. Wednesdays and Fridays, we get on at 10 a.m. and we work for 1 hour. What we're trying to teach people is if you've got 2, maybe 3 hours a day, you can dominate this business. If you can find 1 to 2 hours, you can be successful, because all you have to do, get on, make a post every day, find something, get on, message 10 new people, and log into your Zooms and keep growing your mind, okay? So when you're on, I'll get to the next part because that's really important. When you get on social media, you have to remember your social media is now your commercial. everything you do on there is a commercial for your business. So when you don't log on and you don't do anything that day, your business is officially closed. Or you're not, or if you're getting on there and you're talking about baby mama drama, you're cursing, you're just all out negative. You're running bad commercials for your business because people aren't, there's so many distributors out there that why does somebody sign with me versus signing with Alicia? It's really because they like me more. Sorry, Alicia, I love you though. It's really because they liked me more or they liked her more. Okay, so you're attraction marketing to people. And so if somebody's telling you no, literally you just haven't attracted them yet. There's something that you're saying or doing that they're just not quite sure about. So one, you got to consistent. If you know what you're doing is right, you got to consistently keep doing it. And two, if you know what you're doing is wrong, you got to consistently stop doing it. So with the way that Facebook works, because a lot of us are trying to build our businesses on social media because we're busy and we don't have time. Nobody has time, right? The way social media works, naturally, when you get on Facebook, you want to be nosy. Go ahead and just accept it. You're a nosy person. That's why you're on Facebook. You want to see what's going on in people's lives. You want to see what they're doing. Sometimes you want to see them doing well. Hopefully, you only want to see them doing well. And so when you get on people's pages, they want to see this girl loves her business. She not only does she love her business, because you can't be just so sold out to it works that you have nothing else going on, because nobody wants that. You have to show like, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but this is helping me to help my family and it's helping me to help others. That's the whole point of posting. Even little things like this. Right now, you could be at a part-time job, but instead you're probably at home, you're with your family, you got your feet kicked up, and you got no shoes on, and you're relaxed. These are the type of things that you want to show. I'm working my business because we still work, but we can work literally from anywhere in the country that we want to work for. If you've ever seen most stay-at-home businesses, you have to be at home, logged into your computer, and they give you breaks of when you can take them. With this business, you do what you want to do when you want to do it, but your pay reflects what you did and when you wanted to do it. All right. The weekly calls. Every Sunday night, we have our corporate call from It Works Global, and every Monday night, we have our Show Me the Money call. Now, Sunday night calls, they'll usually announce if we have a new product, if we're going to get a new bonus structure, if something is coming out. So those calls are about 15, 20 minutes. Every call is muted. So whatever you're doing, you could just literally turn the call on and listen. You don't have to say anything. I don't know if the call number is on here. So what I want you to do is save the number in your phone, because all I ever do is just go to, can you guys see my phone? Okay, so I go to my phone and I type in It Works call. I type in It Works call and it's there. And so I never have to go find the number. So the number is 832-225-5825. And you'll want to set an alarm for 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday night and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday night. And then set an alarm for like 5 minutes ahead of time. Your alarm will go off or the wired app will go off. And you simply click call, put your phone off to the side, finish giving your kids a bath, finish dinner, whatever you were doing, and just listen. Get it into your mind. All right. Tools to run your business. We start off with our ADBV auto ship. Now, remember when I told you guys about the fast start? The fast start is a big part of this business because it's a weekly $100 bonus. But the ADBV auto ship, when you're signing a new distributor, you want to make sure you at least set up their auto ship. Okay? Setting it up, having over ADBV, typically if they choose 2 products, it's set up. You are the professional. If they're kind of nervous, like I don't know, you have to ensure them, I'm going to help you make your money back. And if we get you to a 400 box and you can't run your auto ship, you can turn your auto ship off. So you give them options. So you show them how to make money and then how to collect their money. So you don't want distributors in the business doing work and they're not commission qualified and then they're not receiving pay. Okay? If there's any questions on that, write it down. We'll go over it at the end. eSuite is your website. This website is everything. It's going to show all of your orders, all of your distributors' orders, anything that gets returned. if anything if somebody comes in and they don't have a commission hold, you literally have your website all set up. And this is also where your customers go to place their orders. So each month you want this website active. This is where you run your business out of. You don't have to do anything to it unless you want to go on and add your picture and maybe your story. That's really it. Blitz cards are our coupons that we hand out. I did have a Blitz card next to me. This is a Blitz card, okay? You see somebody in the store, somebody services you, somebody gives you great service at a restaurant and you want to share your business with them. You say, can I give you one of my coupons? It gives you $25 to try a wrap. This is what it is. This is what it does. On the bottom, it's got all of my contact information that I simply printed off onto labels and added them to my Blitz cards. So these right here are simple ways to share your business. I like to hand them out physically to people in their hand or leave it into my slip when I tip a waitress or things like that. So that's the way. When I used to coach college, I used to leave these in the bathroom, right at the little stall, right where you get your tissue from. Leave these in the bathroom there with all your contact information there. When you hand it to somebody physically, you want to connect with them on Facebook. Tell them why you thought they would be good at this business or why you just like meeting new people, and ask them, are you on Facebook? Get their information, add them to your page, because your page has what? Your great commercials that you're always running, okay? On your game plan checklist, write out your 2 party dates, whether they're live or on Facebook, and let your enroller know. Here are the 2 Sunday call and the Monday call information. Like I said, these are on game plan checklist. How to get paid. All right, as a newbie, you want to make sure that you have your It Works pay portal set up. As long as you've made more than $15, you're going to get paid on the 15th of the next month. So prelims go up about the 7th through the 9th, and your prelim shows you how much you got paid. What you need to know, the average incomes that you guys see on those charts, what that means is the average person can make this. So that means some make more, some make less. I can guarantee you that you can make what the average is or more or less. All you have to do is maximize your volume. So when you're looking at your volume, typically in the beginning, your paycheck is about 10 to 15% of what your volume is, which is why we always say run the auto ship, get your customers in. The more customers you have in, the higher your volume is, the higher your paycheck is. You also add in your weekly bonuses. So to go Ruby, you get $300 when you sign 3DTs, plus you typically have about 2,000 to 3,000 in volume. You get $500. So if you want to find out how to maximize the compensation plan, because this is something that I am really good at and I really enjoy doing, you definitely want to reach out. So prelims are posted on the 7th and the 8th. The fun part, the 100s list. When you start this business, you started off with your why. That was your important part. Now I want you to do a 100s list. Every single person that you can think of, and it says don't prejudge anyone, and that's really important because you don't really know who could use this business. Every person that you can think of, I want you to write their name down. Now keep it simple. Go to your Facebook, go to your friends list. What I do is I'll write down anybody who, if I said hey to them, they know who I am. Even if they recognize me by face, from college, from track, whatever, they recognize me, they're going on my 100s list. After that, then I go and I just make new friends, guys. Like as a stay-at-home mom, I'm in a mom's group. And I'll go and I'll be like, oh my God, I really like how you parent. Or I really enjoy what you said about breastfeeding. And then we'll just start conversations and I'll add them to my page. And then as the relationship begins to grow, all I'm waiting for is the moment for them to say, well, what do you do? Or what's new with you? And I'll throw in, are you interested? So you don't want to just jump right in off the boat like, hey, Nicole Gordon, I just met you. Come do this business with me. Like, you're going to be like, girl, go away. But if I start talking about the fact that we both have kids at home and how do you enjoy being a stay-at-home mom, and we begin to just talk, you break down those barriers that are awkward for people, and you get to know if Nicole Gordon is even really going to really be good at this business, because you don't want to just bring in somebody who's not going to do anything. I like to go after people who have been successful in some area of their life. So of course, I love athletes. I love teachers because they get that there's a process to things. If you graduated college, you know how to start something and finish it. If you've ever, anything, guys, like if they're really good at art, that way you can relate to what they had to do to be good at that craft to this business. So what we typically tend to do is, oh my God, this person needs this business, or they don't have anything, and if they would just, if they could just do this, they'd be great. Well, they're not, because broke people typically have a broke mindset. And so when you come in now and you're like, all right, girl, we're going to change your life, they're going to be like, it ain't going to work for me, or I know nobody would buy my product, and I don't think I can do it. They're going to give you excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. And really, you're to blame because you brought the broke person into your business. So when you're finding somebody, instead of just being like, oh, this girl is broke, let me help them. What you want to do is write down the things that they're struggling with in life. And then so you write that down on one side of your paper. And then on the second side, you're going to write down, now, how can It Works help them with those things? And when you talk to them in their call, you explain, okay, so right now, I know you don't want to put your kids in daycare, so It Works is going to be able to allow you the income to stay at home with your child. Or I know you really need a new car, and It Works can provide that extra $300 to $500 a month to pay the car note. And as you show them what this can do for their why, they have to decide that they're going to do this for their why. You can't do it for them. Okay? So when you're doing three-way calls, this is the key that I want you guys to etch into your head as a newbie. You're not out here alone. When you're trying to get somebody to join your business, you want to bring in your upline on the call. Very simple, by saying, okay, because you're the professional, you're not going to ask them, do they want to do the call? You're going to say, okay, I'm going to bring in my friend. She's been in the business a little longer, and she can help to give a different, unbiased viewpoint on why you would be good at this business. And then you're going to do the three-way call. What you want to do is set up the call the correct way. So as the person who's doing the three-way, you want to know something about the individual so that you can introduce them to your upline when they get on the call, and then your upline is able to take over the call. 3 reasons why the three-way call goes bad. 1, it went too long. So you're rambling, your upline's rambling, that person isn't getting anything, and they really want to get back to what they were doing. So when you ask somebody for a three-way call, it should be 15 to 20 minutes. So after you've introduced them, you sit back, watch your upline go through the script, and you take notes so that you can do the same thing for your team once you start bringing them in. 2, the business partner didn't set the call up right. So you have to give your upline some information about this person so that your upline can come in and show them how the business will work for them. So the third problem is the upline doesn't fact find. So we have a script that we're going to use, and this is what you're going to see here. Here's one, and then you'll have the rest in the emails that I send you. But I love getting the opinions of others. I like to tell people what's in it for them when I try to get them to join my business. So I'll tell them what the company can do for them. Like today, I met a girl and I said, oh my God, I'm so in love with your baby. He's absolutely adorable. I said, how long is your maternity leave? She said, it's 6 weeks, but I'm really trying to figure out a way to push it longer. I said, what if you didn't have to go back at all? And she was like, I'm listening. And I said, if I had a way for you to be able to be a full-time stay-at-home mom, or at least create some extra income where you could take some more months, would you be interested? And she was like, who wouldn't be interested? And now she's talking about she's going to sign up on Friday. So literally, I found out what would make her want to do this business and talk to her that way. And so then as the upline, you come in with the finishing questions, you find out some facts about them, and you talk to those facts. And then you ask them a simple question. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are they right now? Now, as somebody who's been in this business for 3 years, I could take a three-way call a lot of different ways. But it's really important to stay on the script, because then somebody like yourself who's only been in the business for, say, 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, you can say the same thing that your seasoned upline said and get the same result. So that's why you want to crave the three-way call, because then you can simply duplicate it. So our business is not easy because people quit on themselves every day, and that's what makes it hard. But our business is simple because we have 3 steps that we are to do, and we have scripts that take you through how to do it. Okay. Let me see what else I had in my notes for you guys. Your story. I want you guys right now to get over the thought process that you don't have a story just because you just started. I'm going to stop this share here. Just because you just started the business, you have a story. And the way that you develop your story, you have to hold on, I had it written out. I don't want to veer off my notes here because I took time on this. Okay, so the elements of your story what's going to help you create your story. So you have to write out who are you and where have you been. So some of the things that shaped my story is that I've been running track all of my life. I've always been a competitor. I've always been a teammate. Then I started coaching. I've always been about trying to help somebody get from point A to point B. And I've always been a finisher. Like I wanted to be the last person with the baton in my hand. I wanted to be the person that took the shot. Like that is me. So those things shape who I am and they shape how I react in my business. Also, what's happened in your life to cause you to look for something more? So for me, when I stopped running and then I stopped coaching and I had a child, it was like, okay, well, how do I be able to now do something totally different that doesn't have anything to do with track and field or coaching so that I can, one, still feel fulfilled at life and not just be mom and wife and still be Des, to truly be happy. So what happened to cause you to look for something else? When I first needed this business, it was literally to pay for student loans. That was it. Like student loans were just ruining my whole idea of what future was. And that was all because I decided I was going to take care of my little brother, even though financially I didn't even have a job and I didn't have any way to pay my rent. So I was in a master's degree using the master's to pay my rent. So now I got debt that at that age, I didn't think about, well, what am I going to do with that debt later? I'm just living with $20,000. Like, hey, thank you, Sally Mae. And Sally Mae came back after me, and she came back hard. And so when I finished my master's degree the second time with a master's degree that I actually wanted, I hadn't paid it back in time. And so I worked at the same university that I finished my master's degree at. And they decided, oh, okay, well, we'll just take the paycheck then. And they started garnishing my wages. And so for about 4 months, as a grown person with grown person bills, I was receiving like $200 paychecks. And that shaped why I needed this business and why I was willing to push myself for that extra $300 to $500. So then you're going to say how you've heard about the company and why you had to be a part of it. That's a part of your story. And then what it's doing for you or what it's going to do. So your story isn't just, I went diamond and I got a $10,000 bonus. Like my story is so much more than the money and how it's changed me as a person and how many people that because I said yes, I've been able to literally affect. And so now I've stepped into a new arena as a stay-at-home mom, and I'm able to help stay-at-home moms reshape what that looks like. So it doesn't look like Betty Crocker anymore. Because when you think of stay-at-home mom, you don't have no job except for to cook, clean, and take care of the kids. And I was not born to just do that. Like, I can't believe that that's why God breathed life into me. I don't. So what is your passion? And now how can you still do those things in the realm that you're in? Okay, so that's your story. So I'll put that in the email so you guys can help to formulate your story. And then I want you to condense it down to just 45 seconds. Because how many times does somebody ask you, well, why are you doing that? Or tell me about yourself. And you're going on and on and on and on and on. And they stopped listening a long time ago. So we're going to turn that story into 45 seconds. That'll be in your email as well. Okay. I think I might have covered everything. So I want you guys to focus this on your business. We're going to focus on ways that you can be successful in only ways that you can control. So you cannot control who purchases your product and who joins your team. You have no control over that. What you can control is How consistent are you every day? How many people do you share your opportunity with? How many people do you blitz? How many three-way calls do you set up? These are things that you can control. So if you know that your upline is at home all day long and you don't have at least one three-way call on the books, you're not doing your job. And a three-way call is simply, hey, Kamay, I think you would be really great at what I do. Would you be interested in all I need is 10 to 15 minutes of your time. Just listen. If you don't want to join, okay, next. I did my job today. So what I found in the same network marketing book that I have you guys reading is 85 to 95% of your business. It should be spent on 3 things, okay? Thing 1 is prospecting and adding to your list. That hundreds list never goes away. You always have people on that hundreds list. I see people on this call right now that I started talking to at least 1, maybe 2 years ago. And if I would have quit, I had put the bug in their ear. Somebody else would have come along and got them. So if you don't stay consistent and believing in what you're doing, you will not reap the seeds that you're sowing. Thing 2, 3-way calls. As an upline, you should be taking 3-way calls. As a downline, you should be setting up 3-way calls. That's something that's your job. So prospecting, 3-way calls. Third thing is training your newbies. That's it. As an upline, you trade down. So even if you're right now, you're a distributor and you've got 1 distributor, I think Gloria is on this call. Is she still here? Gloria has been in the business for 1 month, but she has 2 distributors. That makes her a leader. Maybe 3 distributors. So she needs to be focused on having her people bring her 3-way calls, right? Now, if she doesn't feel comfortable, then she needs to be having them bring 3-way calls to her diamond leader, but she needs to be on and listening so that she can lead her team. That's how you create a duplicatable system. And if you got a upline who's not following a script and they're not doing something that you can follow, that's going to create an issue for you, right? And that's when you'll go back to the script that's in your email and you'll know how to do it so that your team can duplicate exactly what you did, okay? So blitzing, messaging, growing your hundreds list, those are all income producing activities. If you're just scrolling on Facebook and you're not enrolling on Facebook, you're wasting time. This is not something where you have to work from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. I want you guys to focus on putting in pockets of time to work your business so that it works for you and so that you don't work for it, because we don't work for anybody anymore. That's the beautiful thing, right? So make the business work for you. I'm going to give you guys a few dates and I'm going to let you go. So for your calendar, I want to encourage everyone. You are now a full-time entrepreneur. You live by your calendar, right? Well, you're not a full-time entrepreneur. You're a part-time entrepreneur. This is your part-time gig, unless this is all you do. So a few things that you want to have on your calendar is, like I said, Mondays, because even if you're not a full-time stay-at-home, somebody on your team might be, and you want to be able to get them this information. Every Monday at 1 o'clock, we're going to have a Zoom where we get on for 1 hour and we get you focused, then you go back to being mom. Every Wednesday and Friday at 10 a.m. for 1 hour, we're on Zoom. Tuesday nights at 6:30, we're on Zoom. And typically, if you commit to a 1 hour Zoom, you can get on, you can stay on later or you can get off. But if you give yourself that 1 hour time frame, you can get a lot done. Like I've learned it. Let's see. If you are in the St. Louis area, there's a 1-to-1 mission on March 25th. Wednesday nights this month at 6:30, I will be turning on a Zoom from Rachel's and giving out a task. Friday the 17th, we're doing an in-person girls' night, and we'll decide if we're going to turn it on the Zoom or not, depending on if people want to feel included. March 30th, we're doing wash night. If you've ever been a part of a wash night, it includes a glass of wine, a bottle of Confianza, and a lot of promotions. It's just goofiness because you kind of need it. It's the end of the month. People are cranking out their promotions. We get on, we have a good time. We celebrate you as you're literally creating your legacy. Point out the dates that I gave you guys, nothing is mandatory. So don't feel like, oh, it's another job. I got to be on Zoom. You don't. But just know we'll be here. If you need that resource, hop on. If your business isn't growing, you should hop on. If you need extra something, anything, reach out so that we can help you. Okay? Now I'm going to